Today I want to talk about how to make extra money. I want to talk about very specific ways of doing it too. A lot of these YouTube videos or blogs or any of this crap, they don't talk specifics. They talk very vague, motivation, things like that, which I'm sure is fine. But I want to talk about very specific ideas on how to do it. And you can take these exact examples, or I'd love even just a hobby that you have or anything, comment about it, and then I'll talk specifically on how to make money from it. Whether it's just making something simple or whatever, I can share with you on how to build it to be. I mean, it doesn't. We can talk how to be huge, but even if it's a simple idea, you make. I don't know, pencils. I don't know how you even make pencils, but and how you can build that, right? Mark Cuban, which I'm not a big fan of, sold trash bags or something stupid like that. Great idea, right? I mean, he made money from it, but what I want to talk about is small ideas. So about 2 years ago, I had an idea for snow removal, and I wanted to make extra money doing it. I was working full time at the time. And I wanted to make extra money. But I didn't have money. And I wanted to buy a nice snowblower to do it, but I didn't have any money. So what I did is I got on my Facebook site, the community Facebook site, you may have one, and I wrote on there about offering season passes. Anytime it snowed, I'd come out and do their lot. I was charging around $500 a season. Huge response from that. I got about 10 people wanting to do it. I only took on 5. So that was $2,500. So anytime it snowed, I was committed to them for 3 or 4 months, however long it snowed, that I would come out and do it. So what I did is I took that $2,500. I bought a really nice snowblower, $1,400, stage 3, fantastic. And then I bought a basket for the truck so I could drive it up onto the truck really easy, so I could do a lot very quickly. I didn't want to put it in the bed of the truck because it just didn't make sense. Several hundred pounds, very heavy. I also bought a shovel, which is not a whole lot. I bought a salt spreader thing, not a whole lot. So I had all this equipment, and I didn't spend really any on it except my commitment to do the jobs. So I guess to talk about it even further, so I started doing those jobs, and after like a week I was doing those, but then a lot of people were inquiring about, can you come just do one, just do it one time. So around here, $40 is kind of the going rate, which may seem a lot, and you can comment on that or whatever, but that's basically the going rate. But then I started posting about doing one-time service. $40 in massive. I got, per snowstorm, I would get 20 to 25 people responding wanting service, and I couldn't do that many. I had my 5 commitments, and I could do 10 to 15 additional if I didn't work that day with snow removal. So now, granted, snow removal isn't a full-time job, right? I mean, it's not like a full year thing. But I took this tiny idea, and I've been doing this for 2 years now, snow removal. I took this tiny idea of snow removal. I bought this fancy equipment for basically free except my commitment, and I turned it into something that honestly per year, now granted it's only 3 or 4 months a year, I can make $5,000 plus a year doing it. So now if you're working full time, obviously that doesn't work for you, but I take that back. It could. Let's say you go to work at 9 to 5, or whatever the hours are. Why couldn't you commit, do whether it's a season pass or even a la carte, do a couple in the morning, right? A couple in the evening. But I took this small idea, something stupid. When I used to think about snow removal, I would think about the teenager next door. They're going to do it. I'm going to pay them $10 to do it. But I feel I've created this environment that I have this really nice snowblower. I always post about it and really nice pictures of it. And people feel almost like it's a luxury to have the snow removed. And that's why I can get the price for it. So the sum of the story is I took this small idea. I bought this beautiful equipment, which I still have. I have the exact same equipment today, and it's free, paid off. And every time it snowstorms, I literally can make $600 to $800 a day by doing that. And that's decent money for snow removal. I work about 30 to 45 minutes per lot. I sit in the truck to drive to the next one. And so it's a small break. So it's not like a whole lot of demanding. The snowblower does a lot of the work. So that's a very specific idea on how to make extra money. And I have turned that small, simple idea concept into a beautiful, beautiful lifestyle of mine. Everything. Now, I do that in the winter, but I also do lots of other things in the winter because it doesn't snow every day. So I want to know, what ideas do you have? Anything, even if it's something simple and small. I found a guy, I don't even like the guy, but he works for a company and makes beans or something stupid. And so I was trying to get with him, why don't you make your own beans, right? I know nothing about the food industry, and I'm sure there's a lot of hoops or whatever. But I was like, why don't you start canning your own beans? Because he had like a bean recipe he was really proud of and thought it was fantastic, like baked beans or something. And I was like, why don't you can your own beans, even if it's a local, and sell them to your neighbors? Start. If you're making 1 penny in profit, to me, that's worth it. If after all my expenses, because with anything, there's expenses. If you're making any bit of profit, you're onto something, I think. So I don't know how he turned out with it, but that's just a small idea of something that I want to hear from you. What is a small idea you have? And I'm going to post videos about it, and we'll make it a little bit, we'll keep it in the 5 or 10 minute range, about your ideas and how we can expand it literally step for step on growing it into real money. So please post about it. This is my very first blog. I'd like to try to keep posting about this. Hopefully the content will get better. The video will get better. But not the content, the quality. The content of the video, I think, is the most important, because people are trapped in their mind about 9-to-5 jobs or paid hourly jobs. Now, I'm not a millionaire. I'm not super rich, but I do pretty good. And I think you can too. With just some small ideas, you can turn into huge. Keep your full-time job. I'm not saying quit. Well, later we might talk about that. But like today, don't. But take these small ideas, and you don't have to put a whole lot of effort in it. Baking cookies, making some little knick-knack. If you're making profit from it, interesting, isn't it? You're making money by doing something. And that's what you do at your job, right? You make your boss or your owner more money, right? So why can't you be that boss or owner? So again, I want to hear from you, and we'll go from there with it. I really hope this turns out to be something kind of cool between us. Thanks.